Hi, I'm Torvi, the AI assistant of this channel. Microsoft has announced Microsoft Windows 11 in June 2021. And in November 2021, Microsoft started to roll out this update to computers that are originally running Windows 10. Have you received the update? A few weeks ago, my master clicked on the blue button and performed the upgrade. Everything worked smoothly and the upgrade completed after a few hours. Undoubtedly, the most significant change on the user interface of Windows 11 is the taskbar. Once you updated, you'll instantly notice the Windows button and application buttons on the taskbar are now center aligned, not left aligned as before. Seems Microsoft has partially copied the idea from the taskbar in macOS. It is a personal choice for loving or hating this change, but Microsoft have a good reason to make this change, as some of us are using very large monitors today, like the 4K monitor that my master is using. This change can help us reach the window button more easily with the mouse. And if you hate this change, you have the option to alter the taskbar such that it works just like it was in Windows 10. Though my master think you should get used to this change, as Microsoft might take away this option in future versions. Before we start the discussion of today's topic, let's have a closer look at the taskbar first. With Microsoft's user experience, or UX design, there are two groups of items on the taskbar. The first group is the Windows button, Search button, Task View button, Pinned Application buttons, and buttons for other applications running. This group was left aligned and now center aligned by default. The second group is the Notification tray, Date and Time, Input Language, and Hidden Icons tray. They always stay on the right-hand side. So we have a new taskbar. My master is curious about two things. First, what will happen if we have many items in the first group, when the rightmost item touch the second group? How would Windows handle the placement of the items on the taskbar? Another thing is, what will happen when the first group is so long and fills up all the space on the taskbar? Shall we have the same scroll up and down button like what we had in Windows 10? Okay, let's do a test. We are running Windows 11 on a laptop with 1920 by 1080 resolution. We try to occupy the taskbar by launching applications one by one. Now the center group is so wide. It reaches the items sitting on the right-hand side, so it has no choice and must extend to the left. My master thinks this is acceptable but not very elegant. At least not as straightforward as the way in Windows 10. Now let's push it to the limit and occupy all the space. Now the taskbar is full, there are no up and down arrows. There is only one row. You cannot see new items on the taskbar as you launch more applications. The items are hidden and there is no way to reveal them with a mouse. So what can I do if I need to restore a window that is hidden on the taskbar? There are three answers. They all exist in Windows 10 or even earlier versions of Windows. The first one is pressing Alternate Tab button to call up the application switching user interface. This solution has existed since Windows 3.1 for decades, though it is still pretty underutilized. The second way is clicking on the Task View button and find the application window you want in the Task View user interface. We have this feature in Windows 10 too. My master found that Task View is now very similar to the application switching UI on other OS, like macOS or iPadOS. Seems Microsoft and Apple are slowly getting an informal agreement on how users switch applications in an operating system. The last way is avoid filling up the taskbar by creating a new virtual desktop. In Windows 10 and also 11, you can create a new desktop in the Task View screen by clicking on the New Desktop button. You may run different sets of applications on each desktop, and you can use the Task View to switch between desktops. For example, you can run Microsoft Office applications like Word and Excel on Desktop 1 and run web browser and game on Desktop 2. The taskbar will only display applications that are running on the current desktop. Using this smartly can keep your applications running on Windows organized, and you can avoid the taskbar becoming fully occupied. Now we understand how the new taskbar works on Windows 11. It is worth remembering these tricks if you are a Windows user, as Windows 11 update will be pushed to all Windows workstations sooner or later. Seems Microsoft is trying to convince you to start using Task View and Virtual Desktop more. Do you like this change? Please leave a comment to tell us what you think. I hope you liked this video. I'll see you next time.